In today's video, I'm going to be putting Kevin Durant's career in reverse, meaning that he'll be starting it off with the Phoenix Suns and ending it with the Oklahoma City Thunder. In Phoenix, he's going to be playing alongside Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, an old Shaq, and an older Grant Hill. This isn't a bad team at all, and it looks like the Suns trust KD enough to go to him in the starting lineup in just his rookie season. So let's see if KD can get his career off to the right start by winning Rookie of the Year. Congrats to LeBron on MVP, but we were trash in Kevin Durant's rookie year. Now, KD individually was great. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks, and great efficiency for a rookie. Only problem is we went 32-50. Luckily, KD is going to be moving on to his next team very quickly. He's headed to Brooklyn. Now we're here in Brooklyn, where Kevin Durant is going to get to be the best player on the team. He's playing alongside two bald legends, Richard Jefferson and Vince Carter. We'll see if KD can carry this Nets squad in year 2. Season number 2 was huge for Kevin Durant. He ended up making the All-NBA first team as he averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists per game on ridiculous efficiency. It's clear the sky is the limit for Kevin Durant's reverse career. And we also made the playoffs, going 48-34, which is huge considering the supporting cast that we had here in Brooklyn. Round number 1, we're going to be taking on the 5-seeded Orlando Magic. The Magic have Jay Smoove, Rashard Lewis, J.R. Smith, Jameer Nelson, and Marcin Gortat. A solid squad, but it seems like Durant has been on another level this season, so hopefully he can take down this Orlando team. We're not off to a great start though. Down 3-1 in the series. We're going to take game 5 and we'll end up losing in 6. So Kevin Durant goes down in round 1, but a valiant effort. You can't really blame him for this loss. Now it's time for year 2 in Brooklyn. We ended up picking up Brad Miller as a decent addition at the 5. Also guys like Danilo Gallinari are starting to progress, so the depth might have improved a little bit, but there's still going to be a lot on the shoulders of Kevin Durant, who is now up to a 91 overall. Season is wrapped. Shout out to Kevin Durant, All-NBA second team this season, as he averaged about 25 a game. Numbers were a bit down from last season, but we were pretty similar in the wins column. 47 wins on the season. We got Drew Holiday now. I guess we ended up drafting him and I just wasn't paying attention, but that's a big pickup. Hopefully he can develop pretty quickly though, because we've only got 2 more seasons in Brooklyn left after this one, so not too much time for Drew to really become the player that he is today. In round 1, we got the Bobcats. This team sucks, bro. They have a 72 overall starting point guard. I don't need to say anymore. Please let us win this series, and we're going to go ahead and sweep them. Round 2, we got the Celtics. Yeah, the Celtics are tough. They've got Rondo, Ray, Pierce, and KG. Game number 1 of the series goes to us. Game 2 goes to the Boston Celtics. Game 3 is also going to go to us. We're all tied up at 2 apiece headed into Game 5. And unfortunately, we're going to come up short in Game 5 despite 32 from Kevin Durant. Durant has definitely been pulling his weight in the playoffs, shooting over 50% from 3. We're either 1 game away from Game 7 or 1 game away from elimination. Let's see which one happens. We're going to win in Game 6, so we're headed to Game 7 against the Boston Celtics. Come on, KD. We need a big game out of you. We put up 72 points in regulation. Come on, man. We can't let Mo Spates be the leading scorer in a Game 7. You are Kevin Wayne Durant, shooting 5 of 17, 2 for 10 from 3, only 12 points. Pathetic, KD. Over the past couple years, we've picked up a few decent role players, our newest addition being Andre Miller. We'll see how much he moves the needle for the team. It's only his 4th season and Kevin Durant just took home MVP. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. 30 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 6 assists tonight, 2 steals, 2 blocks, ridiculous stuff from KD. Unfortunately, we hovered around the same win total that we've been at over the past couple seasons. 49 wins on the year, maybe a little bit better than the past few years, but only good enough for the 5 seed. Round number 1, we got Atlanta, and it looks like we're going to beat them. Okay, well, we're headed to a Game 7. And Atlanta has a young Steph Curry, ISO Joe, Kevin Love, and Al Horford. A solid squad over there in Atlanta for sure. Man, we got cooked in Game 7. Kevin Durant tried his best, 42, 2, and 4. This is more what I like to see from Durant in elimination games. Unfortunately, the supporting cast just didn't show up in this one, and the MVP loses in the first round. Wow, the Hawks went on to win the championship, so maybe if we would have beat them, we would have gone on to do the same thing. We're entering Kevin Durant's final year with the Brooklyn Nets before he heads to Golden State. Let's see if he can at least get one chip in Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, another MVP, so he's stacking up his individual accolades very early on in his NBA career. We only won 46 games this season, right around the same win total we've been at for the entirety of Durant's Brooklyn tenure. Let's see if we can make it out the first round, and we're headed to a Game 7 against Washington. The Wizards have Agent Zero, Nick Young, Caron Butler, Antoine Jamison, and Brad Miller. And we've got our first chance to see Kevin Durant in action here. A 2-point game with less than 2 minutes to go. We've got the lead. Nick Young has it at the top of the key, defended by Richard Jefferson, and he's going to turn it over. A nice steal there. Kevin Durant's running in transition. Durant to the basket, misses the layup. Oh, man. Gilbert going to get the screen. Now he's going to attack the basket, and he misses the layup. We grab the rebound. Miller going to give it over to Gallinari. Now it gets over to KD. Durant going to pull the long two and he misses it. These teams are going brick for brick in the clutch. Gilbert Arenas attacking the basket, swings it to Kirstic, and he's going to go ahead and dunk it home. The big man for the Wizards, a big dunk there. Durant has 36 and 10 in this one. We need him to turn it up now that we hopped in. This game is tied, less than 50 seconds to go. We need a bucket out of you, KD. Durant going to get the screen from Haywood. KD passes it down to Haywood, and Haywood gets stripped. This game is tied and the Wizards have the ball. Caron Butler has it. Butler down to Young. Young wide open for the floater, and he's going to bank it in off the glass. A little over 30 seconds to go now, and we're down by 2. We've seen no clutch buckets from KD so far. It'd be a great time for that to change. Durant has it. He's going to pass it over to Dudley. Jared Dudley ball fake, swings it to Miller. Miller back to Durant. Kevin Durant going to swing it over to Vince Carter. Carter over to Miller. Shot clock is winding down. Andre Miller gets the screen. He passes it down to Haywood. Haywood smokes the layup, gets his own rebound. Out to Jared Dudley for 3, and it's good. My bad if y'all heard that noise, bro. I just knocked my iPad on the floor. But what a shot from Jared Dudley. 4.5 seconds to go. Man, do not let us get gamed by Gilbert Arenas. Y'all gotta watch out for Gilbert here in the clutch. Arenas down to Butler, and Caron Butler gets a wide open layup. What are we doing? And we don't have any timeouts. KD, full court shot. Oh, it almost went in. But man, I thought we had that game, but defensively we were not there at all. We gave up multiple easy looks, and we gave up another easy look at the worst time. Caron Butler gets an easy layup at the rim. Man, Gilbert Arenas was going off in this one, so was KD. But Durant, he didn't have any type of dog in him in the clutch. It didn't even seem like he really wanted to shoot the ball for real, and we're going to lose. Now, Kevin Durant is headed to Golden State, where he's going to be playing alongside Baron Davis, DeAndre Jordan, Monte Ellis, and Al Harrington. This is a nice squad over here in the Bay. Kevin Durant just won his 3rd MVP in a row, so it's clear the change of scenery is not affecting him. If anything, it's helping him, because our coach Larry Drew just won Coach of the Year as we won 56 games on the season. We're back, man. Kevin Durant is going to have a real chance to compete for a championship. No excuses about the supporting cast this time. We were the #1 seed. In round number 1, we're taking on the Portland Trail Blazers, and oh my goodness, KD, if you lose this, like I said, there's no excuse. We're headed to a Game 7 against Portland. I mean, they've got Brandon Roy, who's really nice. They've also got LaMarcus Aldridge, but our team is better in my opinion. Okay, KD, you scared me for a second there, but we were able to finish the job. Shout out to his teammates, because KD was selling. 7 of 25 is crazy. We're moving on to round number 2 against the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers still have Kobe and Powell. They've also got Ibaka and Jeff Green, along with Jordan Farmar. This is a nice LA team. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 goes to the Lakers. Game 3 also goes to the Lakers, and we're down 3-1 to the Lakers. We're going to take Game 5 and Game 6. Hey, KD, it would be huge if you pulled off a 3-1 comeback against Kobe. And Kevin Durant did exactly that. A 35-point win behind a massive Game 7 performance from Durant. 43, 17, and 10. Ridiculous. And we're moving on to the conference finals against the Nuggets, who are led by Dwight Howard. Game number 1 of the series is going to go to us. Game 2 will also go to us. We're up 3-0. Denver's going to take a game, and they're going to take 2 games. Don't let them force Game 7. You've got to be kidding me, Kevin Durant. We were able to finish the job in Game 7, a 7-point win behind 40 points and 12 assists from Kevin Durant, and we're moving on to the NBA Finals where we're going to be facing the Hawks. We faced them a couple years ago when Durant was in Brooklyn, but Steph Curry has gotten much better since then. Game number 1 of the series is going to go to us. Game 2 will go to the Hawks. Game 3 also goes to the Hawks. And we're down 3-1 to Atlanta. We're going to take Game 4 and we'll take Game 5. Come on, KD. Pull off this 3-1 comeback and win a chip. It would be huge for your legacy. Man, look what we did in the fourth quarter. We outscored the Hawks 45-29 in order to get a dub in Game 7. 3-1 comeback. KD played some great basketball, dropping 36. Baron Davis dropped 34. What a run it was for Kevin Durant, and he's gonna win the Finals MVP in a Warriors uniform. Kevin Durant is off to a great start to his NBA career. He's already won 3 MVPs, and he just got his first championship. It's only been 6 seasons, so Durant is gonna have plenty more time to stack up his resume. Wow, Kevin Durant just won his 4th MVP in a row. It was another incredible year statistically for Durant, but as a team, we were really good as well. We ended up winning 56 games on the season, which is good enough for 2nd in the West. Round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, and we're going to get past them in 6 games. Round 2, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're up 3-2 in the series, and it looks like we're going to a Game 7 against Minnesota. They've got Charlie Villanueva and Al Jefferson, so a loaded up front court for sure, but hopefully we can win this Game 7. Game 7 is coming down to the wire. We're up by 3 points here, and we have the ball, so we're in a pretty decent situation in the clutch, but we got to close it out. We can't have another Game 7 like we did against Washington. Durant gonna pull the short jumper and miss it. He was in heavy coverage, still pulled it, ended up missing. Daniel Gibson has the ball. He's gonna give it over to Corey Brewer. Brewer pulls the 3, misses. Al Jefferson the rebound and the putback. Haywood swings it over to Bellinelli. Bellinelli, beautiful 3-point shot. Daniel Gibson has the ball. He's attacking the basket. He's going to put up a bank shot and hit it. So the T-Wolves back within 2, still over 40 seconds to go. Durant gets the screen from Robin Lopez, pulls the 3, and he misses it. Minnesota gets the board, and they've got a chance to tie it or take the lead here if they hit a 3. Gibson gonna give it over to Al Jefferson. Jefferson, one of the stars for this T-Wolves team, passes it over to Malone, who's wide open for 3, and he hits it. Oh my goodness, we are collapsing in the clutch. In these hop-in games, Durant has been flat out bad in the clutch. But KD's still got a chance for redemption. Over 10 seconds to go and we've got the ball. KD can send home the Minnesota Timberwolves right here. Durant at the top of the key, defended by Brewer. Gonna get the screen from DeAndre Jordan. Wide open 3 and he blows it. Kevin Durant with a great look and he can't knock it down. And we're not gonna have enough time to get a shot off. We don't have any timeouts left, only 0.4 seconds. Durant doesn't even get the full court shot up. Kevin Durant, only 16 points in this one. I mean, he had 10 boards and 8 assists, but 4 of 17 shooting, 1 of 9 from the 3-point line. He still has a chance to redeem himself in his final year with the Warriors. It looks like this James Haywood dude's starting to become really good for us. Overall, this is a great Warriors team, so Durant should have a chance to contend. He's just got to be better in those big games. Kevin Durant just won his 5th MVP in a row. And I was talking about how Shaq was building a GOAT resume in yesterday's video. Kevin Durant's just got to start winning some more rings and he'll definitely be in GOAT conversations. And we should have a chance to do exactly that this year, as Durant and the Warriors went 54-28 on the season. Round number 1, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves, and never mind what I said about winning a chip. We were just down 3-0 to Minnesota. We're gonna lose in 6 in the first round. Kevin Durant, 31 points and 17 assists in Game 6, but it's not going to be enough. A great first round performance individually for Durant, but it's not going to translate to wins. Now it's time for Durant to move on to Oklahoma City. This Oklahoma City team is stacked, and funnily enough, Kevin Durant is going to be playing alongside Russell Westbrook once again. Even in this alternate NBA universe, Russ and KD are playing together, Blake Griffin is here, so is Josh Smith. This team is stacked, and as long as KD and Russ stay together, they should be contenders year after year. The Brody is going to end Kevin Durant's MVP streak. That's hilarious. Durant did still make All-NBA first team. He was doing his thing, but Russ had to get his stats even with Durant on the squad. We won 64 games on the season. It's clear that this team is absolutely great. Round number 1, we're going to easily make it past Minnesota. Round 2, we got the Lakers. We beat them in 5. Conference Finals, we got Denver. We're down 3-2 in the series, and we're going to lose in 6 games to the Nuggets. So the Russ and KD duo, despite Russ going crazy in the playoffs, can't make it to the NBA Finals. Not to mention that we have Blake Griffin and Jay Smoove on the team. It's surprising that we didn't win a championship. But of course, the greatest championship winner ever had to take us down, Chris Paul. And Russell Westbrook just left Oklahoma City. How the turntables turn. Kevin Durant's going to be the one getting abandoned by Westbrook this time. Not to say that this team isn't still solid though. We got Blake Griffin and Josh Smith, but that's obviously a huge loss. I mean, we just lost the MVP. KD, you're going to have to turn it up. Russ left the team and Kevin Durant went back to doing his thing. Another MVP added to the resume. And we were really good this season, even without Russ. 57-25, ended off the year on a 9-game win streak. Round number 1, we got the Houston Rockets, and we lost in 6. Come on, KD. The shooting splits dropped a lot, and he kind of struggled in round 1. I mean, the numbers were obviously cool, but like, you get what I'm saying. For KD standards, it wasn't great. Kevin Durant's about to enter year 3 with the Thunder. Now, we're going to be spending 9 seasons with this squad, so there's a lot more time for Durant to try and win some more rings. Kevin Durant adds another MVP to his resume. For you all who are keeping track, he's got 7 MVPs so far. Ridiculous considering he only has 11 years pro. And we were the number 1 seed this season. 57 wins, good enough to earn us number 1. We're taking on Denver in round number 1. Let's just not disappoint early in the playoffs this year. I hope we can at least make it to the conference finals, and we actually will. We're taking on the Los Angeles Lakers, who still have Kobe Bryant on the squad. At this point in time, Kobe Bryant is 39 years old, but in the simulation, he is still playing some great basketball. Let's go ahead and get into it. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 also goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Lakers. Game 4 goes to us. Game 5 to the Lakers. And Game 6 to the Lakers. So Kobe, at age 39, is looking to take us down and pull off a 3-1 comeback. Here we go. Game 7, Kobe versus KD. We've got a 5-point game here, so we're gonna need to put together some stops. Kobe attacking the basket, short jumper is off, and we're able to secure the rebound. Where is Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant has fouled out in this game, so his teammates are gonna have to come up big. This is game 7, trip to the finals on the line. Cheatham has the ball, he's in the post hook is blocked by Gasol. Gasol up to Kobe Bryant. Bryant, only one man to beat, and he's going to get to the basket for an easy lay. Unless we score here, I think we're done for. With no Kevin Durant on the floor, it's going to be really rough. Jose Calderon has it, gives it down to Blake Griffin in the post. Griffin spins off Gasol and smokes the layup. Yeah, bro, I've seen enough. GG's. We're going to lose to the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe Bryant completes the 3-1 comeback, beating Kevin Durant, who averaged almost a triple-double in these playoffs. And Kobe Bryant goes on to win a championship. We lost Blake Griffin this offseason, and Josh Smith is regressing. Kevin Durant is going to have to go crazy this year. I'm just going to come out and say it. If Kevin Durant doesn't win a chip this year, he might be a regular season fraud. I mean, he's winning all these MVPs. This is number 8, but he can't win championships despite his team being at the top of the league every year. Now, this was an impressive season. Winning 49 games despite losing another big player in Blake Griffin is not too shabby at all, but I gotta see KD do something in the playoffs. Round number 1, we're taking on the Phoenix Suns, and we beat them in 7. Round 2, we got the San Antonio Spurs, and we lose in 7. Oh my goodness, we got cooked in game 7. KD, 7-27. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. In these big games, he's just not coming to play. And look at that, Russell Westbrook wins a chip and a finals MVP in a Bulls uniform. The supporting cast is just dwindling. So Kevin Durant is really gonna have to lock in, or maybe our front office can go out there and get somebody to help out KD. Russell Westbrook takes away another MVP from Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant had another really good year though. He ended up making All-NBA first team and also made All-Defensive first team. Checking out how we did as a team, yeah, we were terrible. We won 32 games on the year. And I was talking about how we needed to add more talent. This could actually be a great opportunity to do it. Maybe if we land a good pick in the draft, we can either draft somebody good or trade the pick for somebody who can help us now. Well, it looks like we only landed the 8th pick, so I'm not exactly sure how much that's going to help. Alright, we're on the clock. 8th pick in the NBA draft. You've got to be kidding me. Team's still trash. Hopefully we can be bad another year and maybe draft somebody good. Kevin Durant did win Defensive Player of the Year this season and put up some great numbers. He was also All-NBA first team once again. And we made it into the play-in. We were the definition of mid, 41-41, and we can't even earn a playoff spot coming out the play-in. And this year we only got the 13th pick in the draft, so I doubt that's going to get us anybody good. Alright, let's see who we draft here. We're going to trade the pick. Okay, maybe this can get us somebody good. You know what? Brook Lopez will take it. And of course, as soon as he gets here, he's gonna start regressing. You've got to be kidding me. Well, we've got 3 more years to go, counting this upcoming one. KD, it's time to lock in and get some more chips. KD's just gonna have to go in beast mode and carry this team. Hey, I said KD needed to carry this season, and he's back winning MVPs, doing his thing. And check it out, man. We won 48 games back in the playoffs. Round number 1, we got the Sacramento Kings. Come on, KD. Okay, we're down 3-1. And we lost in 5. Welcome back to the playoffs, Kevin Durant. I mean, he tried his best. OKC's front office is just failing him, man. Alright, this is our second to last season. Maybe Killian Hayes can save the day. How many MVPs does Kevin Durant have? Bro, 10 MVPs is ridiculous. Just off the strength of that, let me know in the comments, do y'all think KD is the GOAT? Me personally, I don't think so, because 1 championship is way too low. Now, we got 2 years left, so if KD can clutch up, win a couple rings, maybe it's a different conversation. We're headed to a Game 7 against the Phoenix Suns. I mean, we got the best player in the series in Kevin Durant, but their team might be more well-rounded. Okay, KD, he might be locked in. 44-8-7 in this one. And we're moving on to round number 2 against the Pels. All right, we're making some noise. They got a young LaMelo, Nick Batum, PJ Washington. Yeah, whatever, man. We got this. Game number 1 is going to go to the Pels. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Pels. Oh, okay, we don't have this. Man, we lost in 5. I came into it way too confident. Kevin Durant, though, doing his thing. They just got to get him some more help for this final season in OKC. His former teammate Russ just took home another chip and another Finals MVP. I was joking on Killian Hayes whenever we drafted him, but now he's really tied to be our second best player. All right, Killian, we're going to need a big season from you. Also, that Brook Lopez trade was trash. He's down to a 76. The supporting cast around KD is still pretty bad. Kevin Durant takes home his 11th MVP in the final season of the video. Ridiculous. But now it's time to see if KD can cap off this season with an NBA championship. Now it's unlikely because we're in the play-in and we're not even going to make it out. So it's disappointing that KD couldn't even make it into the playoffs for his final season, but what a resume he was able to put together. 11 MVPs and he won a championship. That's it for the video. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.